As I mentioned, door handles. Every car has them. Fact. So if you are designing and your design is touching door handles, think how they should be installed. Again, do not assume, specify. It can be done in 3 ways. First, take the door handles off. This is the most beautiful option. But also there arises a question who removes the door handles. If this is done by your installers and everything works later correctly, all good. But what if something happens and the door doesn't open anymore? What has happened once in my company? You have a problem. If you are taping a car and let's say in a car dealer's shop, then I would advise to ask the dealer's workman to remove and attach them. This is a safer way, but this is also an extra line in your budget. Secondly, every door handle has like a door handle area pressed to the door, so you can cut the vinyl from there. But beware, do not cut into the car paint layer. I would recommend to use a knifeless tape for it. We use ourselves 3M knifeless tape, and we actually have also a video how we use it. We're going to show you in a second. If you have a question why this blue tape is on the door handle, then this protects the door handle from vinyl's adhesive. Little taping trick for you. The third option is when you are taping the whole door, but you do not want to remove the door handles and you do not want to cut around the door handles. Then you can cut from directly at the door handle. So you have 2 separate pieces what you can tape behind the door handle. This is third option, but you may end up with such a small gap at the back of the door handle. For this you can use same type of vinyl. If you are making a print version, then you may end up with such a gap between those layers. Every car has also bonnet or a hood. This is usually a place where you design to put your logo. Many times clients want to put the logo there as big as possible. I would not recommend this as it looks better if there is some free space around the logo. In most bonnets there are body lines pressed for sturdiness. Use those lines as your guidelines. As there are usually 2 types of logos. Horizontal, where there are text, and on the top or on below is an extra logo module or something. And secondly, they are vertical versions. So there are different solutions how to get the best fit for your logo. For vertical logo, measure the width of those body lines and then take 10% off. This means that this remained 90% is the length of your logo. If your logo is horizontal, then add 50% to the body line's width. This makes the logo bigger and those body lines do not affect and disturb the viewer's eye. Secondly, you have to remember that usually bonnets curve downwards at the front. This reduces the car's wind factor, and you may want to put your logo also toward to be more visible. Please don't, as this lower part is yes better visible, but at the same time this part gets more hits of mud, insects, small rocks and so on. This makes this a position what gets rubbed a lot or scratched a lot. When you are cleaning the front of end, for example, stickers do not want to be touched a lot because they will break sooner or later. So do not put logos as front as possible to the hood. make it as central as possible. But if you have also a distractor or attractor installed to your bonnet design, then it will affect your logo visibility. If you put them on top of each other, then they are going to compete with each other. Rather, put them separately. This way, they both are visible, but at the same time, they are not competing with each other. As we are going around the car, we are now at the back. Many new car models are getting a new trendy design type of putting car manufacturer's name or car model name and other text in separate letters. If they are small, then installing tape around them is really time consuming. If you have 2 company cars, it's doable, but if you have 100 cars, then you spend a lot of time for installing there. Also, there is a license plate on passenger cars, usually. If you design cuts into some of them details, you have to decide how your design is installed there. First is, like we've done with this yellow car, is to remove all the manufacturer texts. If this is okay with your customer, then it will be the most beautiful design installment. But if your client doesn't want to get those car details removed, for whatever reason, maybe the plan is to sell the cars in the future and buyer may want to have those text on the car still, and new letters are too expensive to buy. Again, buying one car text set is amount of one money, but buying this for 100 cars is a different and expensive matter. In some countries, actually, there may be troubles with removed car information when car is going to technical inspection. Anyway, you have to be ready that your client doesn't want them to be removed. So easiest is to cut the vinyl from those letters and logos, but do this in a squarely way. This will be more nice to look at. But this depends the car's own logo and color also, as this car own color will be visible. Mentioning this to your client is vital because this may be surprising to look at when he gets the car taped back to him. Back window. Usually back windows are a little curved shaped. They are not a flat square shaped. So if you put a straight line text to back window, it will be a little bit awkward. So make your text also a little curved, it looks a lot more better. Also, I would suggest to use white lettering on back window, as this will be best to be seen at the back viewer. Don't use black or other strong colors as it will be consumed by the transparent window. Even when somebody is looking from the back, they will see through the car and they see the people's movement in the car or through the car to front window. They see everything what is moving. White is like a filter what filters out all these noises and still delivers the message. But at the back there is a big issue. If your back window has wipers installed, then try to avoid stickers on the back window at all. As this window wiper moves, it has a lot of dust and sand and other dirt on them. When moving over sticker, it will start to scratch the sticker. It's like sandpapering. Sooner or later, your glass stickers will be broken. It doesn't matter are you using printed or laminated or cutted texture. They will be broken at some point. In some mysterious reason, roof stickers are not a lot of used. I will definitely recommend to use them, as most of our lives are actually based upper than first floor. Then roof stickers are really visible. Every time somebody is looking outside their window and they see cars parked in the parking lot and one of them has something written there, they will look. This is human curiosity. So use this curiosity to deliver your message. You never know who is watching. Maybe it is a potential new client, or maybe this is a sponsor for your racing team.